Manshadi joining us on the show from Manshadi Pharmacy. Great to have you back.
Thank you, Susan. How are you?
Yes, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
We're talking about a topic today that is a hard one to broach for many men, and that topic is erectile dysfunction. Apparently, according to the boards that we're going to see in a minute, half of all men over 40 suffer from some form of this.
Correct. So there's a large number of men that suffer from this condition, and I thought I'd bring this one to the light so we can talk about it, and perhaps they are more willing to talk about this topic to their healthcare providers.
So when you see men coming in to talk to you about it, perhaps they have a prescription or what have you, it's an uncomfortable topic for them.
Correct. And many people also, they do not seek medical advice, and they go buy things online or they go to the health food store without looking at perhaps underlying physical or psychological conditions. So if we perhaps overcome those physical conditions, we may not need to worry about this condition.
Okay, we've got some boards. Let's take a look at them.
Yeah, so as you see, half of the men population over 40, they suffer from this condition, and 5 to 20% are is a moderate and severe condition for them. There are different reasons: peyronie disease, excessive drinking, smoking, drugs, relationship problems, disease problems such as depression, diabetes, stress, hormonal problem, low level of testosterone, and so forth can be the cause of erectile dysfunction. There is also, this is what I was talking about, there's a risk factors that are similar with cardiovascular disease and erectile dysfunction. So we want to make sure that the person doesn't have a cardiovascular disease when they're diagnosed with this condition.
Okay, because they're quite similar symptoms.
Similar symptoms,
okay.
Correct.
We'll go into the second board here.
Yeah, so there are also drugs that can cause problems. These are some of the drugs,
and you know
antidepressants.
What? To be honest, like Misa sent me a list that was 3 times longer than this. I just took a few of them. So really, prescription drugs are a big part of this.
Absolutely, they are a big part of it, and they are choices that, for example, antidepressants, they are, some of them are less cause the erectile dysfunction, some of them more. So please talk to your doctors or pharmacists and find out which ones are the problems and if we can change that. And as 90% of the problem is physical, and less than 10% is psychological. So that is, physical conditions can be sometimes overcome, so we can get rid of this condition if it's possible.
Okay, and then of course we have to talk about remedies, which is our next board.
So there are oral agents, perhaps people heard about Viagra, Levitra.
Oh, people have heard of Viagra.
Yeah. Levitra or Cialis. And they all work different ways. Some of them works immediately, some of them works for 24 hours. That gives the spontaneity.
Is Viagra a long-term solution?
Viagra can be a long-term solution for many men. Yes, absolutely. And if it works, why not? I mean, the price is a little bit high, but it's the price of buying a bottle of wine, which is not really good for the people that they do have this condition. So, yeah.
Okay. Urologists can offer a few more options when it comes to prescriptions?
Absolutely, and they are, injections, there are suppositories that the urologists sometimes recommend, and it works very well. There are other devices such as vacuum, the penile implants and vascular surgeries that available. There are also, once we know the cause of the erectile dysfunction, there are other things that people even can purchase it from their, health food store, and they can try it. Maca, tuberose, goat wheat, and ginseng and zinc. There are some of the natural products that also works for this condition. They have to try it. But before you go to the health food store and buy those things, you need to approach your doctor,
Absolutely.
find out and do some blood tests and find out why this condition exists. And you're most welcome to, go and see the pharmacist and discuss with them which one is cheaper, which one is better, which one is longer acting, shorter acting, how to take it, and so forth. Most pharmacists, they are very cautious of their ethnicity or someone's that they are their cultural background and so forth. So they are, they can be approachable and discuss this condition. So I brought this to light. It's an important subject that we needed to bring it to light and discuss it today.
Misa, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure to.
Yes, this is a serious issue. 50% of all men over the age of 40 suffer from this in some way. Can't be embarrassed to talk about it. You can certainly talk to your pharmacist, your health provider. Misa Manshadi's locations are on the screen. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.